Hi, Mike Collins and Gene Zeller. We're here in our Channel 17 studios along with a whole group of volunteers, all of whom are anxiously waiting to take your membership pledge for Channel 17. I want to point out that in just about 8 or 9 minutes, we're coming up to the making of MASH. And those of you who saw it before are probably looking forward to seeing it again. Those of you who didn't, it's a very, very worthwhile program. You really want to watch it. It's a lot of fun. And then you can tune right in at 11:30 to MASH on another television channel. And but this tells about the making of MASH. So it's a great, great program. You want to be with us for that. So stay tuned. Right now, though, we had a very, very fine program with Jane Goodall. We hope you enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, we just bought this program a few weeks ago so that we could have it for this membership period. We hope you enjoyed it, but we hope you'll do more than that. We hope you'll want to support science programming, nature programming here on Channel 17. Whenever we ask people what their favorite programs are, inevitably, science programming comes out at the top of the list. And if you enjoy science programs here on Channel 17, whether they be National Geographic or Jacques Cousteau specials or the NOVA programs or Survival or Wild Wild World of Animals or whatever they might be, call us now with a membership pledge to Channel 17. It's important that you do so that we can keep these programs on the air. We have a lot of membership pledge levels, and Gene's going to tell you about those.
I certainly am. You can join us at the $60 level if you'd like, and we'll bill you $5 a month if you'll allow us that privilege. We'll send you a self-addressed return envelope. Or perhaps you'd like to join at the $120 level, and at that level we have a brand new premium, and this is one of the most magnificent books we've ever offered. This is an encyclopedia of the animal world. It contains beautiful pictures, and I just happen to have my finger, coincidentally, on the page that shows baboons. It ties in very well with the program. It also contains a whole section on insects, underwater animals. This will be a marvelous reference book for you and your family, and this is just one of the premiums that you may select at the $120 level. There is a whole list of premiums that we'll send your way when you make your membership pledge tonight. But it's quiet in the studio. You could be the first person to make your membership pledge for science programs on Channel 17. We know you enjoy them. We know that there are thousands of you watching right now, but we need to hear from you. We schedule very special programs during our membership campaigns to entice you into membership, true, but also to give you an idea of what Channel 17 could be like all the time, not just for special events, but all year long. And the only thing that's preventing it is dollars and cents. You could change that tonight. You could make a big, big difference with your pledge of $180 or $120 or $60, $40, $25. It's really up to you. You tune into this station, decide what these programs are worth, put our volunteer operators to work tonight for you. 881-4800.
Oh, I was just looking at the telephones, and we've just got 2 telephone calls coming in right now. We'd like to take at least 25 new pledges. We have just 5 minutes before we go to the making of MASH, and I'll tell you, you could really make us happy, and you can make yourself happy too by going to that phone to make a membership pledge. We've taken 117 new membership pledges for Channel 17 so far this evening. Now, that's not a whole lot of membership pledges. We need to have your support for Channel 17. We're looking for you to call tonight with a membership pledge at 716-881-4800. Your membership pledge is really critical. We need to get 500 new members every night for Channel 17. And believe me, folks, we really honestly can't make our operating budget if we only have 100 people who call every evening. And so that's why we depend on you. For those of you who are already members of Channel 17, we really appreciate your support because you've made it possible for us to get this far tonight. But for those of you who are not members of Channel 17, who enjoy regularly the programs that we broadcast, we're asking you to go to that phone to make your membership pledge. Make a $120 pledge and pay it in $10 monthly installments or pay it quarterly. Make a $60 pledge and pay that off at the rate of $5 a month if you'd like to do that. Or make that $40 one-time pledge or that $25 one-time pledge. The big thing is that you decide tonight that public television is worth it, that Channel 17 is worth it, that the programs we carry are worth it. You know, Gene and I can't make you give to Channel 17. We're just here to remind you of the value of the programs and to remind you that the programs you watch on Channel 17 have to be paid for somehow. We can't make you give. The only thing that can make you give is seeing a program like Jane Goodall, seeing a program like Luciano Pavarotti, seeing a Dick Cavett program tonight talking about drugs, seeing a Robert McNeil and Jim Lehrer talking tonight about crime in the United States, or watching the making of MASH, for example. Those are the only reasons why we know you'll give to Channel 17. So we're asking you tonight, please consider the kinds of programs you've seen just this evening and go to your telephone to make a membership pledge. We've got some outstanding documentaries coming your way in terms of nature documentaries, a program on dolphins, a program on whales, a program on beavers, a program on asteroids and dinosaurs, right. The program National Geographic, a new National Geographic program on our national parks. And it's just gorgeous photography. The whole idea of the program is, should the parks be kept as forever wild, or should they be opened up more so that more people can go through them to see them and participate in them and so on, and what ecologically would happen if that were done. There's another program on creatures of the night, which is a National Geographic program from several years ago. Sands of the Namib. We're just loaded with science programs, but folks, we can't bring them your way unless we have your help. So please, get to that telephone and make that membership pledge. Wes, where do we stand? We've got 6 new membership pledges. We're looking for 25, and you probably thought, I know what it is, you probably thought somebody else was calling, and we wouldn't have any trouble getting 25 membership pledges, because that's such a small number to ask for, right? You've heard us say so many times that we appeal to something like 400,000 or 500,000 homes in Western New York and Southern Ontario. So you're figuring, well, out of those 400,000 or 500,000 homes, they've got, loads of people calling in right now. Would you believe that we haven't taken 25 calls? Would you believe we haven't taken 10 new members for Channel 17? Come on, folks, let's all hustle and get to the telephone and make those membership pledges right now so that we'll be able to continue to bring you programs like Jane Goodall.
We use the word give, but it really isn't giving at all. It truly is investing in the kind of programming that you enjoy. What other television station asks your opinion? What did you think of that program? Did you like the science documentary? Would you like to see Channel 17 be able to bring you more specials like the making of MASH?
Gene, there are 10 telephones in use right now, but we have 35 telephones in this studio. We'd like to see them all ringing right now.
And we could
see
do
them
it.
Ringing off the hook.
If you just go to the phone, it all starts with you. You see, if we convince you to make the telephone call, chances are we'll convince 10 people just like you to go to the phones. But if we don't convince you, then we don't convince anyone. And Mike said it, it's the programming that's going to do it. Nothing that I can say or Mike will say will convince you how important it is for you to get involved. This is a very, very different operation from a commercial television station. Not just the fact that we don't have advertisements every 10 or 15 minutes. The fact that we don't have advertising dollars. We rely on you, and I can't think of a better person to depend upon than you who watch this station. Call us. It's quiet. We need to hear from you. Whatever category you choose, it's up to you. It's tax deductible in the United States, and under certain circumstances, it is also tax deductible in Canada. You can charge it with MasterCharge, Visa, or ChargeX. You can give your number to our volunteer tonight on the telephone. We'll send you a bill in the mail, and you may hold on to it for a little while if you'd like. 881-4800. Make the call. Do it tonight. Make the decision, and you'll feel good about it. You'll be glad you did. I can just about guarantee you that. That's what they tell our volunteers, all the fine people who are calling when they make their membership pledges. They say, I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and now that I've done it, I don't know why I waited so long. I'm glad I did it. You'll be glad too, and so will we. We waited a long time to welcome you. 881-4800.
We're 2/3 of the way there to that 25, and we've got to go in just about a minute to the making of MASH. So we have to ask you to go to that phone now to make your membership pledge. We know we can do 25. That's not a lot of people. We know there are thousands of people who watch Jane Goodall tonight.
10 to go.
Why not go to your telephone to make your membership pledge? 716-881-4800. We've got just about half a minute before we go to making of MASH, and we know we can do it, folks, but Gene and I can't do it. Our volunteers can't do it. They gave up their evening, sure, to come down and answer telephones, but they can't do it. They can't make the pledges. We're asking you to make the pledges tonight. 716-881-4800. You didn't come down to answer telephones tonight. We'd love to have you if you'd like to, but you're sitting at home, you're enjoying the programs. Why not call in now with your membership pledge? And we need you. Don't worry about somebody else doing it, please. If you think somebody else is doing it, that's where the whole thing goes off the track. because they may enjoy a completely different kind of program than you do. Maybe they enjoy movies on Channel 17. Maybe they enjoy McNeil Lehrer. Maybe they're not interested in science. So if they're not going to support your favorite kind of programming. You have to consider supporting your favorite kind of programming. Please call us now, 716-881-4800. Our volunteers stay here to answer telephones. We're going to watch right along with you the making of MASH, and we hope that you will call us now. Please take a minute to do it.
Well, it's intermission time. We'll go back to part 2 of the making of MASH in just a couple of minutes. Hi, I'm Jeannie Zeller. I'm joined by Mike Collins, and we are in day 1 of Festival 81, our March membership campaign, the most important membership campaign for the entire year. And we're hoping tonight that the making of MASH will motivate you to go to the telephone and show Channel 17 how you feel about this program by becoming a member in this station. 881-4800 is the number to call. We have several levels of giving. They are suggested levels. You can become a member at any level you choose. But we do have a $120 level that can be paid at $10 a month. $60 a year can be paid at $5 a month. We'll send you the envelope every month. We'll make it very, very easy. It's probably the smallest bill that you'll receive all year for all of the programs that Channel 17 brings your way. If you are a person like me, a MASH fan, you want us to get back to the program, well, we've got some business to get out of the way first, and we need you to get that business done. We need you to go to the phone, make it ring, tell us we did the right thing by bringing you the making of MASH, launching our March membership campaign. Now, I'm holding in my hand something very exciting and something I think that I will end up having. This is a brand new premium, and it is the book, MASH. It includes a foreword by Alan Alda. There are interviews with all of the stars of the program. There is a history of the show. It's very much like the television program you're watching right now. There's a summary of each of the episodes along with the cast members. They list the awards. There are even some baby pictures of the stars. Now, this can be your premium if you elect it at the $60 level, and of course you can charge that to MasterCharge or Visa or ChargeX, or you can let us bill you $5 a month. That's up to you. But right now we need these phones to ring, and we need you to make that happen. 881-4800.
There's still more to come of the making of MASH, but we'd like to take at least 50 new members for Channel 17 right now. Now, I'll tell you something, this is going to be our last break for this evening, so we're going to ask you please to go to that telephone and make that membership pledge now. We're running a little bit behind for this evening, and so what we need to do is have you call to make a membership pledge for Channel 17. 716-881-4800. Make that membership pledge for Channel 17 right now. Don't wait any longer. Don't say, well, I'll do it on the next break. There won't be a next break, folks. This is the one tonight. If you're enjoying the making of MASH, and where else would you see it but here at Channel 17, call us with a membership pledge. You know, the making of MASH we first had on the air, about a month and a half ago, and it was one of the most watched programs on Channel 17 on all of public television nationally this season. So we thought we'd bring it back. Any program that had that many people watching it, we thought to ourselves, well, that's one that obviously people would like to see again. They probably told their friends about it, and there were a lot of people who just missed the program the first time, and now we'll be looking forward to seeing it. So here it is, the making of MASH. We have more to come, and we'll be going on till probably 11:30, 11:40 with the making of MASH. So call in now. Make your membership pledge to Channel 17. We've got about 15 telephones busy. We'd like to see 35 telephones busy in this studio with membership pledges for Channel 17. We have to get at least 10,000 new members for Channel 17 by the time we wind up this membership drive. And the only way we're going to get 10,000 new members is if you go to your telephone and participate. If you go to your phone and make a telephone call for Channel 17. You can do it tonight. We have to get 500 new members, people who aren't now members of Channel 17, every single night that we're on the air for the next 20 nights. So we need your membership pledge of support. So please, go to that phone now, make your membership pledge for Channel 17. Decide to do what you've been wanting to do all along, what you've been telling yourself you really should do all along, and that's become a member. Let me go over the membership categories again. I want to start with a big new one that we've added, and when I say a big new one, I mean a big new one. We have, you won't believe this, we have a $1,200 membership category. It's the brand new Festival 81 membership category. And I'll tell you, we have a super premium for it. You can pay it off at the rate of $100 a month, but we have as a premium for that an RCA color television set. And that is cable ready, cable access ready. It is push button electronic tuning. It's a marvelous set. It brings in channel 17 just terrifically. That's the first thing we tested when we got it here in the shop, and it's just a beautiful set. We also have another new membership, and that is the $600 membership, which can be paid at the rate of $50 a month. And for that, you can choose as your premium, after you've paid it up, if you pay it on a monthly basis, this beautiful black and white RCA portable television set. And that, once again, all the channels, including channel 17. It has a nice smoky glass screen that you can use. If you take it out, you can run it off a cigarette lighter, as a matter of fact. There's an attachment that you can do that, and you can use this screen to block out the sun and so on if you take it out on the beach or on a boat or something like that. It's a great, great thing. Both of those are RCA television sets, and they're fine, fine items and special premiums. We also have the $120 pledge, and you can pay that at the rate of $10 a month if you like, or that $60 membership pledge at $5 a month, or the $40 one-time pledge, or the $25 one-time pledge, or whatever you choose to give. But come on, get in on the action tonight. Make sure that Channel 17 knows that you want to watch this kind of programming. We brought you a lot of programs like this. We brought you the program by, oh gosh, I can't think. It was the making of another of the big commercial television shows, and was very, very well watched. It was late last year, I think in the spring of last year. And that encouraged everybody, the success of that encouraged everybody to say, well, why don't we do one on the comedy show? So go out and do the Making of MASH. What else to do but on the Making of MASH, one of the highest rated programs on the air. We're delighted that you enjoy it, but we're looking for at least 50. As a matter of fact, we'd love to get 100 new members for Channel 17, because that would get us reasonably close to where we have to be every night.
We're at 22 right now.
Okay, we're halfway to that 50. Come on, folks, let's go to that telephone, make that membership pledge. Let's see if we can get every single telephone here ringing. And let's take a look at those telephones. Let's see that. Look, we've got some that are going right now. We've got about 7 or 8 in the front row, but in the back row we've only got 2 or 3. And we've got the folks down here from Kappa Delta Pi, the educational honorary from Damon College this evening. We have the Lake Erie Beach Volunteer Fire Department, Women's Auxiliary. We have the fans for 17. And I'll tell you, we have all the top people for our hostesses. We have Nancy Lee and Mary Alice Seagrave, who are in charge of getting all these volunteers down here. Jenny Smith was down earlier, so we've got the whole crew down here to kick off this Festival 81. It's an opportunity for us to give you some great television programs, but honestly, folks, we can't do it unless we have your membership pledge of support. And to those of you who enjoy MASH, I have to tell you, you really have to come with us on Saturday, because we have a movie marathon. It's kind of the movie marathon to end all movie marathons. We have the Three Musketeers, we have a Groucho Marx film, we have one of the road films, and we've got just some tremendous, tremendous films.
I'm a movie buff, and I'm also a MASH buff, and I know that there are thousands of MASH enthusiasts out there right now, and you're one of them. You tuned into Channel 17 tonight for one reason, because you wanted to see the making of MASH. Well, we're asking you to help make these kinds of programs possible in the year to come. It all costs money. It's not free. Gee, it would be great if we could get these programs for nothing.
Wouldn't it?
But
Oh,
it would be super.
Wouldn't it be terrific if somebody drove up to our door every day and unloaded a cart and said, here's all that stuff you checked off, no charge. Right?
And you'd see, not me, not Mike,
Marvelous.
not anybody. But the real truth of the matter is that we live in the same world that you live in, and you don't get anything for nothing. And television has an enormous appetite for dollars, the production costs, the presentation costs. So we're asking you tonight, if you're enjoying the program, if you're waiting to go back to part 2 in just a couple of minutes, and you're bearing with us during this membership break, we're asking you to invest in this, your kind of program. Great entertainment, a marvelous documentary. I'm sure you'll agree it's been put together very, very well. I know you're enjoying the program, and I know you'd love to have this MASH book. I can't emphasize how excited I am about this book. It really is a super, super book. And
it's a paperback book, but
yes,
it's a large paperback. I'd say it's about 8.5 by 11.
Right, and it's
9
about
by
159 pages, and it's complete.
Just about 159?
Just about, exactly. I think I'm almost sure. 159 pages, complete with photos and interviews with all the stars, and it really does look like an exciting book. I can't wait to read it, as a matter of fact.
If you've already got that MASH book and you want another premium, we do have a whole list of additional premiums that we'll send your way. That's how it works. You call in, you You make your membership pledge, you tell us your name and your address and your phone number and tell us how much you want to pledge and so on, and we send you an envelope in the mail. You return your check in that envelope, goes directly to our bank and so on. When your pledge is paid, we send out whatever the premium is, and as far as the premium goes, we send you a list, and as a matter of fact, the list is on an 11.5 by, or an 8.5 by 14 sheet of paper.
Both sides.
Both sides. That's the number of premiums that we have going for you, so you have a perfect opportunity to choose almost anything, I think. 716-881-4800. Call in now with your membership pledge for Channel 17. We've got about 40 new members so far for Channel 17, and I'd love to get that to 100. We're going to take just 5 minutes more. It's our last break. Okay, we'll go till 10 minutes after, and after that we bring you the rest of MASH, and following MASH tonight we have the ABC Captioned News that we're asking you, please, go to that telephone, make it possible for Channel 17 to continue to deliver a program like The Making of MASH, programs like The Mark Russell Show, programs like, as we've had in the past, Monty Python, or the programs like The Two Ronnies and the various other comedy programs that we present on Friday nights. Call us now. You can charge your gift, MasterCharge, Visa, or Charge X. And you can call collect if you're calling from out of town. Your gift is tax deductible in the States. In Canada it is under certain conditions. The big thing is, no matter all those inducements, that's not going to make you join. What's going to make you join is the television program that you're watching now, or the television programs that you've seen this evening. So please, go to that phone and make it possible for Channel 17 to be able to deliver programs like this. Tomorrow we have some super programs. We have Leo Buscaglia, the first of Leo Buscaglia's 4 programs that we're going to be carrying during this membership period. That's at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. And at 10 minutes after 10, we have a film that I'll bet you haven't seen in a long time. Do you remember the television series, the old television series, I Remember Mama? It was about a Norwegian family, and it used to be on every Friday night. The whole family gathered around the television set. This goes back to 1948, 1949, 1950. Well, you may remember the movie that preceded that with Irene Dunn. You'll see it tomorrow night at 10:10, right here.
Right here in Channel. This whole week is just jam-packed with specials, special movies, special documentaries. You're going to see a documentary on Kate Hepburn. You'll also see Lion in Winter, a marvelous film. Great movies, great science programs, great comedy. We have Steve Allen coming up with another one of his programs, and he'll have people on like Milton Berle.
Don't miss that.
And Muppets.
Because the whole gang is going to be on. The whole Man in the Street group is going to be on. Tom Poston, Louis Nye, and the whole crowd. They were back last year to do it, and they're coming back again this year to do it. And of course, that's the beauty of having Steve Allen do a show. He brings that whole crowd back.
Oh, and it's such great fun.
Yeah.
If you missed it last year, don't miss it this year, really. It's a super program.
It's 3 hours, isn't it?
Yes, it is
3 hours this Saturday night.
Channel 17 is going to be the place to be all week. So why not get your membership pledge out of the way now, tonight, on the first night of Festival 81, so that you can sit back.
And you can just enjoy, right?
Right, just sit back,
relax. You won't have to
relax.
feel guilty.
You'll feel good. You'll feel super, knowing that you've done your part, and that's all we're asking anybody to do. We're asking you to do your part. You choose the dollar level. You choose the category. We have suggested levels, and that's all they are. It's really up to you to decide how many times you tune into Channel 17, what kinds of programs do you watch, what's it worth to you. When you go into a store and you see something, you make some decisions. You decide, do I want it? Is it worth the price tag? If it's not, you put it back. Well, obviously, you think Channel 17 is worth something because you tuned in tonight. So put a price tag on it, won't you? We won't. We're asking you to do that, but go to the phone and call. It's tax deductible in the United States. That may or may not be important to you. Our phone number here, and it's your phone number, 881-4800.
We've got just about 3 or 4 minutes before we return to MASH, and we're looking for you to go to your telephone and make that membership pledge call. We've got about 5 telephones in operation right now. What we'd love to see before we go home tonight is every telephone in this studio ringing. We know you're out there. We know you're enjoying, because we know that Channel 17 had I guess about 60 or 70,000 people when we were watching just in the United States. And we haven't received the ratings yet for Southern Ontario, but we know just in the United States there were something like 70,000 people who watched The Making of MASH the first time we had it on. We're looking to you to go to that telephone tonight to make a pledge. And we also know that we weren't here asking for membership pledges that night. We've carried an awful lot of fine television programs since the last time we were here, which was in December, and we've not been around asking for membership pledges. So we're asking you now to call in and make your membership pledge. This Festival 81 is our last opportunity to ask you for membership dollars during this fiscal year. Our fiscal year ends in June. This is the last time we're going to be coming to you. If we can make our goal, which is 10,000 new members for Channel 17, we will not have to be back to you during this fiscal year. We won't be back till sometime in August, and won't that be a relief? So go to your telephone and did I say that the first night of Festival 81? Go to your telephone now and make your membership pledge. 716-881-4800. Make it possible for Channel 17 to deliver your kind of programming. That's what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to call Channel 17 now so that we can continue to deliver the kinds of programs that you're interested in. If you like this program tonight, then there's a way to say thank you. There's a way to make sure that we're able to continue to deliver this kind of programming, and that is to go to the phone to make a membership pledge. 716-881-4800. Guarantee you, it doesn't hurt at all. The only time it hurts is if you don't go to the telephone and call, because that makes it very, very difficult for us to be able to deliver the kinds of programs that you want to see. 716-881-4800. We're going to take one more minute before we return. One more minute before we return to the making of MASH, and that's going to give you an opportunity to call in now with that membership pledge. 716-881-4800. We need you, and we need you now. We need 500 new members every single night during Festival 81. So we need you. Believe me, we do.
It may not sound that way, but the whole reason for us being here is that we're working on your behalf. We don't want to disappoint you in any way whatsoever. And if you tuned in to see your favorite program or to see a favorite special that you've gotten used to, maybe you're a Grand Ole Opry fan and like tuning into it every year, and it weren't here, we'd be disappointing you, and we know that. So we're here today. We're going to get the business out of the way during this March Festival 81. We do it 3 times a year so that you can watch your favorite program, and think about it, your favorite program, no commercials interrupt it, no people stand and ask you to become a member. Most of the year you watch the programs from beginning to end the way they were meant to be seen. We're asking you now, however, to sponsor your favorite program. If it's MASH, good. If it's the ABC Caption News, that's great. Whatever your reason for tuning in, it should also be your reason for being a member of your public television station. Choose the level and give us a call. Our operators will be here for a little while. 881-4800. Now enjoy part 2 of the making of MASH.
Channel 17,
Presentation of Making MASH
WNED
has
Buffalo.
been made possible in part by the Atlantic Richfield Company and by funds provided by this station and other public television stations.
This program is made possible by grants from the Bureau of Education for the Handicapped and from International Business Machines Corporation. The Captioned ABC News.
From ABC, this is World News Tonight, with Pierre Salinger substituting for Peter Jennings at the foreign desk in Paris. Max Robinson at the national desk in Chicago. A special assignment report, violence on the right. Can the rising tide be stopped? And from our desk in Washington, Frank Reynolds.
Good evening. Continental Airlines Flight 72 did not take off as scheduled this morning from Los Angeles. A masked gunman pointed a pistol at a flight attendant and seized control of the plane. Most of the passengers and crew were promptly evacuated, but some are still being held hostage.